is Gerald Harris, founder and creator of the Real Estate Investing Tips for Beginners virtual community. I wanted to go ahead and come on today and do a live Q&A, right? For those of you that are getting into real estate, for those of you that are maybe you are looking to get licensed, maybe you are looking to start investing in real estate, maybe you just have questions in regards to any aspect or different aspects of real estate investing. I wanted to go ahead and do a question and answer, a Q&A this afternoon. Maybe you want to know what's going on in this upcoming market. Maybe you would like to know about JVing, which is something actually I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to talk about JV partnerships. Maybe you want to know about wholesaling, vacant land. A deal or two that I have under contract. Actually, I'll be posting those deals in the description as well. And so maybe you have questions with regards to different aspects of real estate investing. One of the questions I want to go ahead and answer right now is this, because I get it and I've gotten it consistently, and that is, do I need a license to invest in real estate? Do you need a real estate license to start investing in real estate? Even though I've gotten that question over, and many people have gotten that question over the years, I wanted to go ahead and answer that. You do not need your license to begin to invest in real estate. However, as time goes on and you begin your real estate investing journey, and you come across people who want to sell properties, sellers or owners who want to sell properties for retail prices and will not lower price or will not express favorable terms, these individuals can and will list with you. So a great way to leverage and utilize your license is, if you can't do a real estate deal with the property, you can list the property for sale, right? But you absolutely positively do not need a real estate license to go ahead and begin to invest in real estate. Another thing I want to talk about is JV, or joint venture partnerships, right? These are really common when it comes to assigning or wholesaling real estate. JV partnerships are where, let's say someone who's wholesaling real estate has a property under contract with a seller, and they, for whatever reason, cannot find a buyer. You come along and you reach out to this individual and you let them know that you'll be able to go ahead and find a buyer for that property. Once you do find a buyer, you are going to sign a JV, a joint venture agreement, with that other wholesaler. And then once you all go ahead and go to as you proceed to the closing table, you are going to get that buyer to sign an assignment agreement. They're going to assign that contract, okay? They're going to go ahead, obviously send documents to the title company. They'll close it out. Both you and the other wholesaler will get cashed out. Joint ventures are a great way. Hey, Ryan, what's going on? Joint ventures are a great way to begin to leverage your business and leverage your time. You don't necessarily need to find a seller. You can partner up with another investor who has a seller under contract. You find a buyer under contract, and you all go ahead and work together to proceed to close deals. It's a great way to go ahead and get involved and get started with real estate investing, specifically wholesaling. Don't let different things stop you from moving forward when it comes to real estate investing. So, I want to talk about this thing that I had early on. My first property I bought was in 97, 98, and I had this thing called fear. Fear. I was scared. Um, I was scared I was in my late 20s. I wasn't necessarily scared to get started. I was scared to take action because I wondered what if, or what would happen, or is something going to happen? There's a lot of people that won't buy, let's take investing off the table. They won't buy their first property for fear. Fear is a real thing, right? Fear can stop you in your tracks. Fear can frustrate you. Have you been frustrated in your life? I have been times in my life I've been real frustrated. There have been times in my life where I've been down. But going back to that first property, that first deal, that first property was not a house that I bought for myself. That first property was an investment property, and I was scared. I never forget it. It happened in actually in the IE in California. It actually happened in um, San Bernardino, California. Was it San Bernardino? It was San Bernardino, California, I believe. In the in a hotel where they were auctioning off like HUD properties, like in the mid to late 90s, old school, right? Um, there's a property that came up. I knew what property I wanted. I had done some research. I was still nervous. I was still scared. Uh, as that property came up for bid, I bid on it. It was a public bidding. There was no online anything. It was a public bidding. Nervous, scared, out of my mind. But I ended up winning that property. I never forget it. I bought that property for $35,000 on a street in Victorville, California, on Little Beaver Road. Okay, but the fear of buying the property, and then once I bought it, a lot of that fear went away, and it changed in a different kind of fear. Like, oh my, now that I have a property, okay, how do I get it up to shape? Because I knew it needed work. I had done some research on it. I knew it needed work. I knew it needed some fixing up. I knew it needed some roofing work. I knew it needed some blinds for the windows. I knew it needed interior paint. I knew it needed some fixing in the kitchen. I knew it needed some things. But the biggest fear I had in moving forward with that property was taking action and actually, it was two. So taking action and actually, wow, owning that property. Wow, it's mine. And I want to speak to a lot of you all out there who may be facing these challenges and this fear of moving forward to buy just even your first deal, your first property. I would say do some self assessment. Where is that fear coming from? Right? Is that people around you? Is that maybe something that happened way before you were interested in real estate? What are your fears? In other words, what's stopping you from moving forward, right? When it comes to real estate investing or even buying an initial property. Is it land that you want to move forward on? If so, you can make money with land. Is it houses you want to move forward on? If so, you can make money with houses. Is it mobile homes you want to move? Like Brian here specializes in a mobile. Is it mobile homes you want to go ahead and move forward on? You can make money with. It doesn't matter what niche in real estate investing. That's the thing that I've come to the determination. It doesn't matter what aspect of real estate investing that you're involved in, you can make money with it. Before you do that, what are you afraid of? Get with a trusted circle of people, people that you really, really trust. Not somebody who's going to be messy and whatnot, somebody that you really trust. And talk to them about addressing those fears and why that is stopping you from moving forward. Maybe it's not fear, maybe it's comfort. I've been through that as well, right? But getting back to fear, what's stopping you from moving on that first initial deal, right? What really made me move on and what will make a lot of you move on to your first deal, then your second deal, then your third deal, your first property, second property, third property, is finding a way to take action and move past those fears, right? Moving past those fears by taking action. So, some of you that are on, let me know if you have questions with regards to real estate or real estate investing, right? Let me know if you all have questions for real estate and real estate investing. I'll say this up front. One of the easiest ways to go ahead and get involved in real estate or real estate investing, obviously, is wholesaling. Wholesaling essentially is like the lowest barrier to entry, right? Because you don't have to get licensed for it. Well, let me take that back. I know in Illinois and in some other states, there's starting to be licensing regulation for different aspects of wholesaling. So there are aspects where that's starting to change a little bit. I'm sorry, not aspects. There are areas where that's starting to change just a little bit when it comes to wholesaling. Okay. Um, Wholesaling itself is simple in that a lot of people teach that it doesn't take money to get started. It does not. If you don't have the money, it does take a strong action habit to go ahead and get started, right? Reaching out to sellers, reaching out to buyers. And there's a lot of free resources out there, right? I'm going to give you all a tip. And it's something essentially that I use to this day, right? In different ways. Check out Craigslist, right? If you go to Craigslist and you type in we buy houses or I buy houses or we buy land or I buy land, there are still people that are in there that are advertising on Craigslist. Why? Because they're attracting leads from Craigslist. A lot of the leads are crap, but there are one or two that can come in on a monthly basis that can be actually a really strong lead. Craigslist is still free, guys. Okay? It's still free. So wholesaling is a great way to go ahead and to begin your real estate investing journey. When you're starting real estate investing, and there are a lot of people that are out there that they're talking about two aspects of real estate investing, right? So you have traditional real estate investing, and then you have non-traditional or creative real estate investing. Okay. Traditional real estate investing typically involves fix and flips, fixing property, finding property at a discount, fixing it, and then flipping it for a profit. So that's fix and flip, right? Or buy and hold real estate. Typically with those two, you need good credit. You need income. You need some cash reserves. So you need some things in order to begin to invest in real estate investing. That's traditional real estate investing. Non-traditional real estate investing are things like lease option investing. Non-traditional real estate investing are things like wholesaling. Non-traditional real estate investing are things like subject to investing, buying property subject to the existing financing. All of these fit up under the umbrella of real estate investing. But one of them, you need money, you need cash, you need reserves. The other, you really do not. And so you can get involved in real estate investing. You choose what aspect of investing that you want to get involved in. Um, Kareem had asked, is tax lien investing a good way to go? It is. It is. And actually, it's actually you say that, Kareem, because I run another group that when I was, this happened probably about 3, 4 years ago. And I was working with a couple of tax lien people. I kept getting questions from my large Facebook group like, hey, can I learn about tax lien investing? So I started another group about tax lien investing. Kareem, tax lien investing is a great way to get involved in real estate. Ask what area are you in? Google, because Google, you can find a lot of information on YouTube and Google. Google tax lien investing near me. I would encourage everyone that's interested in tax lien investing, please, please, please go to a free local auction. Go to an auction for free and just go there and observe. Observe how they do things, what they do, the bidding process, etc., etc. Go there, observe, ask questions. Okay? Great way to go ahead and get started. Jessica I purchased my second flip and had it on the market for about 3 months before a natural. Oh, and putting 120 in renovations. Would you take a loss or try again with it? Oh my goodness. Uh, Jessica, number one, my heart goes out to you. That's hard. Um, don't give up. Uh, said after putting $120,000 into it, would you try it? Don't give up. Uh, Continue to move forward. Let me ask you a question, Jessica. Even though you've lost the property, the structure on the property, number one, do you still own the land? And then number two, I want to ask you this question. Are you able to flip the land? Or what I want to ask is, are you able to lease the land out to start to generate some cash flow or some income from that vacant lot? Um, yeah. Let me know. Are you able to either lease out the lot? Are you able to go ahead and sell the lot to a builder? Um, if you want to go ahead and build on it again, I think that would be great. I would have to have a conversation. Let's talk about structure is still around. I own it. I'm going to give you this. Do me a favor. Go to HipCamp, HIPCAMP.com. Go to HipCamp. These are people that are renting vacant lots. Morris, what's going on now? These are people that are renting vacant lots uh, all around the country. It's like Airbnb for vacant land. It's crazy. Go to HipCamp and see if people are leasing lots, vacant lots in your area. Number one. Number two, if you want to go ahead and rebuild, I'm just trying to think about, because that's a huge loss. It's not like you're in an area where it's just like high risk. But I'm encouraging people when they buy properties to go ahead and I'm encouraging people to go ahead and buy land to go ahead and lease it for monthly cash flow, right? To either people who want to go ahead and rent the land, uh, or maybe you can go ahead and lease it out to a new idea, right? Talking to a commercial agent, I'm sorry, a commercial broker several months ago, and finding out there are pockets and areas in Georgia where you can actually go ahead and buy property to go ahead and lease out per square foot to developers, townhome developers and that type of thing. It can be very, very. It's my heart goes out to you. Uh, Okay, she said not a rebuild, just an additional 30,000 to rent on. Ugh. We would have to talk offline. Uh, you all can reach out to me, and I could go ahead and put in chat as well. Gerald at reistartupacademy.com. Gerald at reistartupacademy.com. Jay asked, "Are you interested in the Detroit area?" Sure. What you got? Gerald at reistartupacademy.com. You all can hit me up. Somebody, Isabella said, "I'm interested in wholesaling. Can you help me?" Uh, yeah. Actually, check out the link in the description. Check out that wholesaling. It's a wholesaling step by step. It's like a bundle. I got contracts in there. I got like a step by step ebook and some other things in there. I don't know if that one's with a cheat sheet or whatever. Check out the link in the description, Isabella. Um, Let me see. Let me go back. Checking out some of what states would you say the best for liens and deeds for beginners? I'm gonna put this one out there. Someone says East Move the God. That's his YouTube name. Uh, Indiana. Check out Indiana. Um, I remember this had to be over a year ago. Had a young lady join one of my private groups, and she had multiple properties in Indiana and was getting property for like $500. Also, Alabama, where you can find deals for as low as you can find land for crazy cheap in Alabama. Um, so yeah, check out Indiana and check out Alabama. Kareem, email me, Gerald at reistartupacademy.com. Let me go ahead and shoot you a list of areas. I'll go ahead and I'll compile you a list because I can go ahead and say Indiana. Um, Let me go ahead and get you a list. And for those of you that are on here, right? And if you're looking for a particular list in your market, go to Google and type in tax lien list near me. Go to Google and type in tax lien list near me, or type in tax deed list near me. There's going to be a local county website that pops up. Whatever site that pops up, it's going to bring up a listing of properties. Go ahead and download that list. Okay. But all of you that are on here, because I don't know how to do it vertically, you go ahead and hit me up at Gerald at reistartupacademy.com. Question, if are you interested? Yeah, let me know about the Detroit area. Sorry, guys, I'm just going back in the comments right now. Um, those of you, I had mentioned something earlier. So if you all have ever been to a site, it's crazy. If you all have ever been to a site called HipCamp, go to hipcamp.com, HipCamp. These are people that are leasing land, that are renting land all over the country, all over the United States, that are renting people's lots, vacant lots. If you have a property that's sitting on a huge lot, there are people that will be interested in leasing, renting your dirt. It's like Airbnb for vacant land. Insane. Insane, guys. Uh, just going back in the comments. But yeah, when I came across that site, I was like, what the heck is going on? Because I bought some vacant lots before, but they were right out in the middle of nowhere. But I didn't realize that people are actually interested in vacant lots and renting vacant lots way out in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, it's you all have any additional questions I'm going to go ahead and hop off. My wife and we got a 1 o'clock appointment. But if any of you all are interested, feel free to go ahead and check out the link in the description. I have a wholesaling step by step. Oh, somebody asked me that question. What was my first? I had my first wholesale deal was it 03, 04? I got a friend in Montclair, California. She was relocating from Montclair to go ahead and go to Texas. She was interested in selling her property. And after running the numbers, I found out that she wanted to go ahead and sell her property at a discount. Property needed some work. I went ahead, put the property in the contract, turn around, assigned that contract a couple of weeks later. And actually, I think I utilized Craigslist, if I'm not mistaken. And was it Craigslist or was it like another online source? I found a couple of investors in an area outside of San Bernardino. It was called, was it Redlands? If somebody's from California, I think, because I ain't been, I think it was Redlands. Loma Linda, Loma Linda, California. A couple of investors in that area went ahead, assigned that property to some investors in Loma Linda, California, and ended up making like 20 grand off that deal. That was my very first wholesaling real estate deal. But if you all are interested, feel free to go ahead. If you have any other questions as well, you can email me at gerald@reistartupacademy.com. Okay? Feel free to go ahead. Any additional questions? gerald@reistartupacademy.com. If you all haven't joined up yet, just go to Facebook and type in real estate investing tips for beginners. Type those words in. Real estate investing tips for beginners. You'll find my group. It's a little over 45,000 people in that group. And you all come and join up. And you all take care. Have a great day.